A good evening, our dear listener. Welcome to Explore Online Radio, the home of reliable and authentic news. Today is the 25th of June, 2023, and bringing you the 9 p.m. news is Murunji Sheila. First, the headlines. Former Member of Parliament Francis Gonahaza dead. Honorable Thomas Tayebwa implores world leaders to invest in youth. And Wagner commander to leave Russia to ease risks. Here is the news in details. The former Kabweri County Member of Parliament, Francis Barnabas Gonahaza, passed away today morning. Gonahaza was a member of the Forum for Democratic Change and served as the Shadow Agriculture Minister in the 10th Parliament. Honorable Thomas Tayebwa today tweeted saying, "Very sad to learn of the death of Honorable Francis Gonahaza, former MP, Kabweri Kibuku District. We joined the 10th Parliament together, where he immediately became a father figure to most of us despite the divergent political views. As a Shadow Minister for Agriculture, he rooted for increased funding of the sector, which he argued is the most realistic way of getting most of our people out of poverty. My condolences go out to the family, friends and relatives. Rest well, my senior." Pilgrims in Mecca on Sunday encompassed the Kaaba, the black cube at the Mecca's Grand Mosque, as the biggest Hajj pilgrimage began in Saudi Arabia. Islam's holy site is expected to host more than 2 million worshippers from 160 countries during the annual rites that would break attendance records with 1.6 million foreigners who had already arrived by Friday evening. The Hajj is one of the 5 pillars of Islam and must be undertaken by all Muslims with means at least once. The Hajj began early Sunday with a tawaf, the encompassment of the Kaaba, the large cubic structure draped in black clothing with gold trimmings that millions of Muslims pray towards every day. On Sunday night, pilgrims will start moving to Mina, about 5 kilometers from the Grand Mosque, ahead of the Hajj climax at Mount Arafat, where the Prophet Muhammad is believed to have made his final sermon. Honorable Thomas Tayebwa has called upon intercontinental bodies like Organization of African, Caribbean and Pacific States, United Nations and the entire international community to work with Ugandans by investing in skilling youth to be job creators rather than job seekers. While speaking at Organization of African, Caribbean and Pacific States, European Union parliamentary sessions in Brussels, Belgium, the Deputy Speaker cited productivity of the youth as the biggest challenge at the moment for Ugandans and asked the governments, policymakers and development partners to prioritize the issue and get practical solutions, especially for the developing world. Uganda's population now stands at an estimated 46 million people, and in the next 20 years, it is projected to reach around 74 million people. We have the youngest population in the world, with over 70% below 30 years of age. Many of our young people are now educated but have no jobs. We must defuse the time bomb of youth unemployment by investing in skilling these youth to be job creators rather than job seekers. Investing more in technical education will enable developing countries achieve this. That is when programs such as Parish Development Model and Emyoga will benefit the youth more, since they will borrow to invest in their skill-based businesses. In this case, we shall have achieved the demographic dividend, said Tayebwa. The government has set up a Youth Skills Development Center at Nyamitanga Technical Institute in Barra. The Skills Development Center will offer 3 to 6 months courses in carpentry, plumbing, electrical apprenticeship, automotive repair and driving, subject to assessment by the Industrial Training Authority. Honorable Bright Ramirama, the State Minister for Animal Industry, who represented Minister of Education and Sports, Janet Museveni, said the center would address youth unemployment after issuing certificates to 438 youths. According to him, the establishment of the center is in line with the National Youth Policy Livelihood Program, which was created to support the youth. And across borders, the chief of the Wagner mercenary force will leave Russia and will not face charges after calling off his troops' advance on Saturday. The feud between Wagner chief Yevgeny Prigozhin and Russian military brass came to a violent head in the past day, with his forces capturing a key army headquarters in southern Russia and then heading north to threaten the capital. Within hours of Prigozhin's about-face, the Kremlin announced he would leave for Belarus and Russia would not prosecute either him or the group members. By early Sunday, Wagner had pulled fighters and equipment from the Rostov-on-Don, where they had seized the military headquarters, said the regional governor. Prigozhin, who has feuded bitterly with Moscow's military leadership, even as his outfit led parts of Russia's Ukraine offensive, said he understood the importance of the moment and did not want to spill Russian blood. This brings us to the end of the 9 p.m. news. Thank you for listening in to Explore Online Radio. Have a blessed evening.